Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Terry Talk. This week, want to revisit work from home. Hybrid model is really taking hold. And the question is, are we just accepting this? Is this a good thing? What's going on here? So I wanted to dig in a little bit on that. Certainly the pros of working from home are well entrenched now. Obviously more flexibility, you can take care of other things in your life more easily, chores, appointments, errands, those kinds of things. Fewer interruptions. Let's be honest. I know that on the occasion that I work from home, I can plow through lots of work in a short period of time because I'm not getting those interruptions. We have to commute. Those kinds of things. There is an argument you're getting more stuff done. I know that's certainly been the case for me on occasion. Let's be honest. You can live just about anywhere, assuming it's a 100% remote job. So there's some really positive outcomes here. The downsides, we're still getting our head wrapped around these. For example, a lot of people working from home can get into burnout. There's lots of distractions from them. I know that I'm not a good work from home person because I see all the different things I want to be working on. So that requires more self-discipline, more focus, etc. Perhaps the biggest one, though, and this is the one I really want to hone in on, is social interaction. It's not the same over a Zoom or Teams or whatever your platform is that you and your organization uses. Just not the same. I mean, how many times you've looked at blank screens with the picture of the person or their name? Are they really engaged? Are they paying attention? So take you back before the pandemic, pre-2020. In the book by Matthew Lieberman called Social from 2013, in his book, he talks about the need for us to connect as humans is as fundamental as our need for food and water. So think about that for a minute. Again, this is all before the pandemic. Many studies, this is going back again prior to 2020, a study suggesting that mammals, from the very smallest rodents all the way to humans, the data suggests that we are profoundly shaped by our social environment and that we suffer greatly when our social bonds are threatened or severed. And that was one of the big challenges we went through COVID when we were completely isolated. So being connected is part of the human condition. In 2019, another research study just before the pandemic, loneliness, and this comes from Canadian Association of Mental Health, loneliness prior to the pandemic was on the rise, and the lack of human connection can be more harmful to your health than obesity, smoking, and high blood pressure. So lack of social interaction is a health concern. So, and they talked about this is directed for CAMH 2019. The reality is we're living in a time of true disconnection. While technology seems to connect us more than ever, the screens around us disconnect us from nature, from ourselves, and from others. Wi-Fi alone isn't enough to fulfill our social needs. We need face-to-face interaction to thrive. Technology should be enhancing our connection to others, not replacing it. 2019, i.e. pre-pandemic. So, we got to remember that the pandemic certainly changed some things, but let's go back to our fundamentals. And I think there's a real argument to be made here for the importance of connectivity in the office, the importance of people connecting, not over Zoom, not over technology. The data before the pandemic was certainly, and some might argue it was biased because it wasn't considering the alternatives, but I think there's a lot to be said there. My final comment on this would be oxytocin, my friends. Oxytocin, the cuddle hormone. When you're around others, when you're associated with others, when there's physical touch with others, and I know I'm not talking about awkward things that would violate HR policies, but just being with other people can release oxytocin, which just makes us feel better. My final note as well is employers also, what's starting to emerge now as some concerns about working from home, health and safety issues. If somebody has an issue, health and safety related issue while working from home, there's a blurry line there that's still being worked out. Security, technology security, are people utilizing appropriate technology that is secure? And probably the one that resonated most for me recently was a friend of mine working on a major deal, working from home and having to, be on Zoom calls and tell the kids, hey, listen, don't listen to what I'm doing here. So privacy and confidentiality. So I don't think we've solved the riddle just yet. I think there's still a lot of data out there that will continue to massage and review and research and debate. But I think that if we look at some of the data before the pandemic, there's certainly a lot of evidence to support the importance of human connectivity. So minimally, hybrid, and at its best, I think we got to get back to the office to enhance those social interactions. As always, interested to hear your comments. Drop us a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon.